Look at this. Isn't first person cool? All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, we just nailed that. That was awesome. All right, so we are going to try to land this thing on the tip of this needle right next to us. Look at how small that thing is. I can't even it's like a pixel on my screen. Let's see if we can do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and today we have a very special episode. This is a stunt flying playground themed episode. I have made 3 extra large tiles that have various challenges for stunt flying and flight control. The one that I'm on right now is the tunnels challenge, which we have various sizes of tunnels, and we also have like a whole course of tunnels. We have a vertical tunnel and all kinds of different things over here. We also have a tile that is dedicated to precision landing with various landing pad sizes that go down and down and down into almost a point. And then we also have a rings and holes tile that has a bunch of rings and a bunch of little things for you to fly through, like slits and holes and stuff, and even like a limbo thing. So what has actually inspired this episode was I have built a new VTOL flyer. Oop, I went through the ground there. And the reason why I built a new VTOL flyer was because one of my Patreon supporters, at a certain tier level, they get to request a personal creation. And they actually requested a completely vanilla VTOL that they could use to get around and that they could get in and out of very easily. So kind of like a utility vehicle. So I've done just that. I've built the VTOL. He wanted it to be futuristic. And this is the VTOL that I have come up with. And this is what we're going to be using on the playground today. So I want to give a special thanks to Ryviction for the extra support, and I hope he enjoys this awesome VTOL that I have made for him. So before we get into actually flying this thing around, let me show you what's unique about this thing and how this thing actually works. Because I actually used some different techniques with control here that allowed me to use fewer thrusters than I would have had to use. So one of the things is I actually have these thrusters in the front constantly on just for aesthetic purposes. But with logic gates, I've actually used them. They actually help with yaw. So if I turn left and right, you can see one thruster will turn off and the other thruster will turn off. So that actually turns us left and right for yaw. So now we're going to press one of our buttons here is going to turn on our neutralizers. So now we are neutrally stable. You can see everything's on underneath here. So we have yaw on the sides and the back, and also yaw in the front there. Right now we are in VTOL mode, so if I press forward, I actually go up, and you can see that I go up by using some of the thrusters in the back and also some of the thrusters in the front of the seat. Now, in order to go down, you may notice that I don't actually have any downwards facing thrusters. So what I've done instead was when I press the down key, I actually turn off just a couple of the upwards neutralizer thrusters, so it makes us negatively buoyant, even though we're talking about air thrust, not water. But that's just the term I'm going to use because I can't think of a better term. And then another thing that I did with the logic with the thrusters is for the tilt, like this. Not only do I have the thrusters on the sides, behind and in front of the seat, like that, but you also notice that the ones right in front of the seat, so that one actually turns off when I go to tilt to the right, so it'll stop giving force to the left. So watch when I go to tilt to the right, you can see it actually turns off to help me tilt. And that actually prevents me from going up too much when I do tilting, because all of my thrusters are facing up, so if I was to apply some tilt, what that would actually do is apply more upwards thrust, which makes me lift up. So by turning that thruster off, not only does it help me tilt a little bit faster, but it also prevents me from going up too much. And I think I also have some on the back too. Yep. Behind me, you can see when I tilt right, one of them turns off. When I tilt left, another one turns off. So then the last part of this is it changes modes from VTOL to jet. So right now you can see we're in VTOL mode where we go up and down. And as a result, you can actually see that I have these lights on in the middle next to my seat. But if I press a certain button here, those lights turn off, and then these lights in the back turn on. And not only that, but just in case you're in the awesome first-person view here, when you go into jet mode, you can see these timers kind of give like a power-up kind of feeling. So then you know that you're ready to go forward like a jet, just like this. And you can see this thing has a lot of forward thrust to it. And then we can turn that off, and now we can have our upwards thrust so we can lift ourselves up here. Turn those back on. So because there's no moving parts on this, it's very lag-free. But I also needed to give you some indicators to let you know when you switched modes. So that's what the lights and things are for. All right, so now let me show you what this map is all about. Now that we've gotten through this new creation, which is probably my new favorite flyer. I think I'm going to use this from now on. So before we get over here, let's go to where we were before. So you can see we've got all these tunnels everywhere. This right here is the entrance to a very, very difficult and somewhat complex flying course. You can see it goes turning and it goes looping up and around and whoops, all over the place and all kinds of different things that the follow cam needs to be adjusted in order to make this a little bit easier. We need to be able to actually go upside down with our creations, and they said that they're going to be implementing that in the next update, so I look forward to that. Then also over here, you can see we have varying tunnel sizes from easy to hard, and I think this one over here is actually just barely wider than this particular creation. Here, let me go ahead and get in here really quick. Yeah, you can see it's just barely wider than us right here. So let's go ahead and get on through here. There we go. Okay, and then we have a vertical tube, just in case you want to test out some vertical drops or whatever, flying straight down or straight up through a tube. That actually is a little bit difficult to do compared to horizontal sometimes. Okay, so now let's go over to one of the other tiles. This I call the holes tile because there's a bunch of holes to fly through. You can see we have, similar to the tunnels, we have rings of various sizes, but we have a lot more choices too. I think the last ring over here is way smaller than my vehicle, but bigger than my character. So you'd have to build something just barely bigger than your character to get through that hoop. I put it there just for like an extra challenge if anyone wants to try that. These are all going to be downloadable on the workshop. And over here, I actually have varying sizes of slits. So the goal for these is to see if you can turn your vehicle sideways and get through these slits. And how small can you get through here? I don't even know if this can fit through this last one, to be honest, if I'm turned sideways. Okay, let's see. Oh, we can. We can totally do that. Okay, that was actually kind of cool. I didn't expect that. We'll have to try that at full speed in this episode. And these ones are just huge. Depending on how big your aircraft is, they may or may not be challenges for you. And then we have a course of rings here. It's kind of like a loop, kind of like a circuit to see if you can go through all these rings. And I made them somewhat large so that they could fit a variety of different size crafts. I mean, somewhat of a variety. They're not huge. But yeah, and then we have over here another slit thing, but this one has not only a vertical slit, but also some 45-degree angles as well. So rather than just being 90 degrees, you can also try to be 45 degrees. Let's see if I can do this one really quick. I don't know if I can. Dang it. All right, so they're not really that easy. And then we have this thing over here, which is kind of like, it reminds me of like a Star Wars type thing. Like when he had to like shoot right into the little tiny slit for the Death Star. But this is basically like a conical, not conical, but a wedge. It goes down and down and down into a tiny little slit. And this actually isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because you can just slide across the ground pretty much if you don't get it perfectly accurate. Like you can just kind of bounce around in here. And so it kind of just guides you anyway. So it's not super difficult, but to see if you can get it without touching anything would be the main challenge. All right, and then the last thing on this tile is the limbo. So I really wish the terrain assets would load in a little bit at a further distance, because you can see we can barely see ahead of us here. But this just gets lower and lower and lower and lower until we get to this final little thing here. And it's kind of similar to the wedge thing up there, because you can kind of slide across the ground a little bit. And I think that's it for this tile. And now we have one more tile over here. And this is the precision and landing tile. So right here, we have a standard size landing pad for you to try to land your craft on. So this would be like, the super easy mode. If you can land your aircraft on this thing, then there's not really much to be proud of, to be honest. This thing's huge. But wait till you see how small these things get. You ready for this? So they're gonna gradually, very gradually get smaller and smaller. You can see this one's a little bit smaller. You can see this one's a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit smaller. This one's getting pretty small now. Even smaller. Even smaller. Look at how small this thing is. Look how small that thing is. Look how small this one is. Look at that. That's not even the last one. We got 2 more. 2 more left. We got... Let me see if I can even see this one. Look at that. There's a landing pad right there. A little... little tiny landing pad. And that's not even the last one. Over here is the smallest of the landing pad challenges. Look at... You can barely see it. Look at it. You can barely see it. Here, I'm actually going to try to hover near it and see if I can get my character. I'm going to jump out with my cat. Whoa! Whoa. It is like this. It is really deceiving. It's so small, it looks like it's far away. So it's hard to tell how close you are because of the size. Like, am I up against it right now? I'm literally up against it right now. Okay, let's hop out and look at how small this landing pad is. That's the landing pad right there. Here, let me see if I can even get a better. Look at it. Oh no, I'm going away from it. Look at the landing pad. Look how small that landing pad is. So that is the super ultra hard mode. See if you can land yourself and balance on top of that thing. Okay, so that is an overview of all the tiles. Now let's actually play with the playground and see what kind of stunts we can pull off. All right, so I think first things first, I'm gonna go with the classic rings tile and see if we can get some good flights through some of these rings and slits and stuff. First thing I want to do is see if we can go through the ring course. Okay, so there's the start and then there's the end over there. I mean, you can go either way, but there is a start and an end to this, and you do have the capability of circling back through. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get through all of these rings in one go without crashing. I guess it really just depends on how fast I try to go. The slower I go, the more control I'm gonna have. All right, we're doing pretty good so far. Oh, get up. All right. Uh-oh. Go down. Oh, that was kind of close. Okay. All right, we got this. No problem. And there we go. We didn't hit any of the rings. All right, so now let's try to get one of the slits. Let's see if we can actually do one of these slit things. All right, I'm gonna go for the... Oh, I can't even see it anymore. Where is it? I'm gonna go for the second to last one, because that last one is intense. Let's just go for the second to last one, see if we can just do it. All right, here we go. Oh, we just did it. We tipped it just a little bit, but we actually did it. That was pretty cool. All right, the only thing about this thing that I kind of regret is it is fast and it is stable, but the agility could be a little bit better, especially like the tilting back and forth. You can see it's a little bit slow. I'd like to have it more, a lot quicker, but I'd have to add more thrusters, which would bulk it up and ruin the design, I think. Okay, now let's test out these rings. Which ring can I fly through without an issue? I know there's more over here. They're just not loading in. All right, let's try this one right here. Oh, that one was no problem. We need to do a different one than that. Come on. All right, they don't load in. Load in, please. Come on, I can't see you. Okay. There has to be more. I know that there's more. Where are they? There they are. All right, I'm gonna go for... Can I go through the second to last one, do you think? I don't know if I can do that. Let me line myself up here. All right, here we go. All right, I don't think I can fit through this one. Something tells me I can't fit through this one. So let's go for the third to last one. I can definitely fit through that one by the looks of it. All right, here we go. Lining myself up. Actually, you know what? First person in this thing is actually super cool. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't first person cool? All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, we just nailed that. That was awesome. Now let's try some of these tunnels over here. So I'm just going to go through one of the bigger tunnels first. We're just going to do a straight shot, then we'll go to the twisty-turny tunnels and see how we do with that. The twisty-turny tunnels are a little bit difficult. They're really, especially if you're trying to maintain any type of speed. I'm going to go for the middle tunnel here. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, I'm messing myself up. There we go. Cool. We're getting it. Nice. All right, let's actually go a little bit closer. It might be a little bit easier. All right, now let's try again. On one of the smaller ones, we're going to go for the second to last one instead of the middle one. Where is it? There it is. Come on. There we go. There it is. All right, that was good. All right, now let's try the very last one. And you know what? I'm going to go first person for this last one. Assuming that it helps. I don't actually know if first person really does help at all. It might make me actually... It might make it a little bit difficult for me to see what I'm doing. Uh-oh, we're low. We're low. Oh, I knew I was low. All right, you know what? I feel like first person, I don't have enough awareness of the edges of my aircraft for these tunnels, so I'm gonna go with not first person on this particular tunnel here. All right, the tough part is just getting myself nice and straight. Come on, nice and straight. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yes. Oh, I thought we were gonna clip it at the end there. Okay, now we're gonna do this crazy thing here. I meant the entrance to be the lower part. There's an exit up at the top somewhere, I think. Is it right up there? Yeah, the exit's up there. So this is the entrance. So here we go. We're gonna see if we can do this course. I've never really done this very well. I have done it, but I've had to do a lot of finagling and like avoiding things. Like getting out of sticky situations rather than just going smoothly through it. Oh, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Oh, it's kind of like my frames aren't going down, but I'm feeling like the lag. All right, now this is like the tough part because of the camera mostly. No, I missed it. Okay, this is why it's hard. This is why it's hard. Here, let's start over. All right, here we go. We're gonna give this another try. This isn't even like the hardest part either. Well, it's one of them because it's one of the parts where the camera just does not help you out at all. All right, go ahead and turn over here. All right, and then we got to go up and up and up. Oh, that worked pretty well. That was actually the best I've ever done that. I'm actually pretty surprised at myself. All right, so now we got to go down, and this is also pretty weird. All right, so let's go ahead and turn. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, no way did I just do that. No way. Oh, dang, I hit the ground. I ruined it. I ruined it. But that actually was pretty cool before I hit the ground. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, now we got to turn left. Oh, we got to do a 180-degree turn here. Oh, no, no, no. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. All right, now we got to go kind of straight up. This is kind of an interesting one. Oh, the camera is so bad. All right, there we go. Yes, this is good. This is good. We're doing good. Don't hit the ceiling. Don't hit the ceiling. Yeah. And that is the end. So that would be kind of like a good time trial course. What's the fastest you can make it through that? That would be kind of fun. All right, and then there's a vertical tube somewhere over here. I think it's over in this direction. I don't like until the camera gets fixed, because looking straight up or straight down messes with the camera, as you can see when I see as soon as you like get to that straight up and straight down kind of zone, it doesn't feel good with the camera. So once that's fixed, the vertical tube would be much more appealing. But until then, it's not too fun because of that weird camera stuff. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and oh, we went right over it. Okay, come on, go down, down the tube. Down the tube. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh, turn around. Turn around. Don't hit the side. Don't hit the side. There we go. All right. No, don't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. All right, we pulled it off. Okay, I realized that there's a couple things I actually missed over here that I kind of want to try at full speed. I sampled them just a little bit, but I want to actually try them for real. So we're going to go with this wedge one here. I don't know what else to really call it. All right. Oh, we're just above the ground. Oh, no, we're sliding across the ground. And there we go. That actually wasn't too bad. And then we can turn and we can do the limbo one over here. Let's see if I can do this without touching the ground. All right. Good. Lower. Oh, I touched the ground just at the last second there. All right. I want to try that one more time. Here it goes. Getting lower. Oh, that was perfect. I definitely didn't touch the ground there. I don't actually think I've done that. Oh, I forgot about this. We gotta try that one. That little slit there. Man, this is actually really fun. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. So after we try this tiny little slit here, we're gonna try the precision landing challenge with a different aircraft. But let me know down in the comments if you think I should add anything to the playground. Is there anything missing here that would be a good challenge for flight controls? All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Turn, turn, turn. See, that's the agility issue I was talking about before. It doesn't turn nearly fast enough for the tilt. All right, so we have to really do this early this time. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Full speed. Full speed ahead. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I did it too much. That was good too. We were like nice and centered. Oh, so disappointed. I feel like this is gonna end up being like a super cut of like all of my failures, like 50 failures before I actually get it. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, man. That was like, we got through, but it stopped us. We hit it and it stopped us. I really want to get a nice smooth, just phew, right through it. I don't care if I crash afterwards, just as long as I can go through it without hitting it. I want to see that happen. I don't feel like this is it. No, that was not it at all. No, we couldn't get... Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Dang it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it. Dang it. Come. Dang it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. You know what? I'm going to count that because we didn't get stopped. We just got pinged just a little bit, and I felt pretty good about that one. So I'm going to say that that was a victory. We made it through. It wasn't the perfect one, but it was acceptable, and I've been trying for too long. So now let's go to the precision fly, or the precision landing challenge, rather. All right, so for this one, I'm actually going to use this, which was actually the first precision flyer I ever built, and I designed it specifically for precision landing. It even has a glass floor with an X marks the spot target in the middle. So all I have to do is put this single block on either any of these landing pads, and that is the balance point. And we should stay perfectly balanced with this thing. It is a little bit of a process, but let's start off with like a medium one, like somewhere over here. Oh, this one's actually way too easy. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing's huge. Look at that. Successful. All right, no problem. Now let's go. Let's skip a level here. Let's go to... Not that. Let's go to this one. So this is the third to last level. And as you can see, it's actually pretty small. Now, the difficult thing with precision landing is you are trying to navigate a 3-dimensional space while looking at a 2-dimensional screen. So you're always missing one of your dimensions. Like right now, I have a good idea of height, but I don't have a good idea of distance front to back. So I have to turn... Oh, see, like I thought it was kind of like more under me, but I guess not. So here, let's go this way a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and turn ourselves back. Now, this is all about extremely, extremely fine movements, like just tapping the thrust. Okay, here we go. Now we can actually see the target. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. We're almost there. All right, go down, down, down. Are we touching? Thrust is off. We're out of the seat, and we're on it. All right, so this was actually not the hardest one. I mean, it's pretty small, but I think we're gonna go for the extra super duper hard mode and go for this tiny little thing over here. All right, so we are gonna try to land this thing on the tip of this needle right next to us. Look at how small that thing is. I can't even it's like a pixel on my screen. Let's see if we can do this. All right, now the really tough part is actually seeing it. Just seeing where it is actually really difficult here. All right, so I think I'm somewhere above it. I have no idea how oh, okay, look at that. Look at how small that is. Look at how small that is. I'm not even going to be able to see that through the glass, I don't think. All right, here we need to go a little bit. All right, so let's adjust one dimension at a time. Let's adjust the left to right. Let's get nice and centered. Just a little bit left. A little bit more. All right, I think... Oh, a little bit more. I think we're pretty much centered there. All right, so now that we have that dimension... level up. Now that we have that dimension, now let's go... Oh, this isn't bad. Can I see it? Oh, I can see it. All right, here we go. Here we go. We are so close. We just have to let this slowly inch its way. If I make one adjustment that's too much, it's going to feedback loop, and we're just going to lose everything. Come on. Come on, just a little bit more. A little bit more. Down. Am I touching? No. No, no, no. Down, 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 down. Down, down. Forward, down, down. Forward, down. We actually did it. Look at this. Look at that. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to be. We're not perfectly centered, but with scrap mechanic physics, it's good enough. And I'd say that that is the ultimate precision landing challenge right there. So let me know, what do you think of the flyer? What do you think of the stunt playground? And I really want to know what else I could add to this playground. And do you want to see another precision flying stunt playground episode if we figure out what else we can add to this thing? Because I had a lot of fun with this. There's still a few things I didn't really put a lot of effort into doing better. So we could go back and try to revisit those, maybe even build a new plane or stunt plane. So make sure you definitely hit that subscribe button if you enjoy things like this. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.